Hi everybody. Quick update, relatively quick anyway, regarding my mini test layout in a shed I'm having built. Bit of a hold up. Where I live in East Kent, to get people to come and do any work for you, it's extremely difficult. It's so laid back here in East Kent. So far I've tried 6 people. 2 promised to call out and didn't bother. 1 did come out, and I got the impression that he didn't feel the job was big enough for him. He went away telling me he'll ring me with a quotation, and never did. But someone finally came out yesterday, gave me a sensible quotation, and hopefully he's doing part of the job next week. What I've got to do, or have rather, is a fence moved so it can accommodate 2 5-foot by 7-foot sheds. One of the sheds is for my mini test layout. The other shed is for garden equipment, lawn mowers, that sort of thing. Hopefully he will turn up. Unfortunately, because of my spinal injury, I can't do any of the work to move a fence. So I'll be going to Spain, no, it's not Spain, Italy, the end of next week. I'm only going for a week. And he's hoping to get to move the fence before I go. And when I come back, he's going to erect 2 sheds for me. But we'll see. The next video after this may well be my sheds, or my shed rather, not the garden one, to show you it built and what my plans are for it. If I do get another video up on YouTube after this one, it may well be on lights in emergency and utility vehicles. I've still got planned to convert the incandescent bulbs in my Virgin Voyager to LEDs, and I will show you that. Depending on how much I can fit in next week. I've got to get things together for the holiday and such. I will try and do that. If not, it'll be probably week commencing the 13th or the week after for the incandescent bulbs conversion. But what I wanted to show you today, a couple of things. There's a really nice chap called Tim Cooper. Sorry Tim if it isn't Cooper, I think it is. I should have checked first, shouldn't I? I never do. And he's a really nice chap, and he's got a really nice YouTube channel where he shows you how to weather, amongst other things. And I'll put a link in the description to his channel. But his channel's called the Scrap Lane Model Railway Weathering, and each of those words are hyphenated. So it's the Scrap Line Model Railway Weathering. But I will put a description below, not a description, a link to his channel. But yeah, Tim, extremely nice chap, extremely helpful. And I mentioned to Tim, I am doing a locomotive and rolling stock scrapyard and graveyard sort of thing, and I was looking for certain locomotives to go with it, and he very kindly purchased several items for me and weathered them. Now he's prepared to do this, I believe, for people at a cost, obviously. So if you want anything weathering, either heavy or light weathering, please contact Tim. Have a look at his channel. It's very helpful if you if you want to do weathering. His technique is very, very good. I'm very impressed with these. But I'll quickly show you now what he's done for me, and let me know what you think. I wanted a class 31. Get that in the light so you can see it. I've taken out the windows, which is what I wanted. The heavily weathered locomotives that you would possibly see in a scrapyard. Yeah, I'm very pleased with this. Very, very professionally done. It always amazes me the skills some people have. I assume you'd have to have an eye for this, or you just copy pictures you find on the internet. But nevertheless, Tim, these are excellent. I am extremely pleased. And he did this class 37 for me, which is what I also wanted. I'm hoping the camera will pick up on this, how good these are. I can't say how good these are too many times, Tim. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant, mate. Yeah. And he also wanted some rolling stock, and he did this for me. This brake van. Look at that. How brilliant is that? Even on the inside, it looks old and knackered. And I wanted one that looked burnt out. And look at this. Look at this he did for me. Absolutely brilliant, isn't it? You can even see, hopefully the camera will pick up on this. It might not. Just inside, looks like clumps of wood, planks or whatever, that's been dumped in there and set fire to. Well, that's the impression I get, Tim. I'm hoping that's what you were trying to achieve. But it does look, I don't know whether the reflection of the light is picking all that up. What I bought, which I'll start using in my new shed, is photographic equipment to go with my new camera, my digital camera, to light things up. I've got a photographic booth, which is more than big enough to photograph or take videos of locomotives. And it also came with lights that I can use to light up things like this, which I'll start using when I move into my shed. But look at that, isn't that brilliant? It really does look as if it's been burnt out, even when I'm looking close up to it. It looks absolutely brilliant. Now the only thing I'm going to do to these is to cut these off. I don't need these. I think it takes away from the authenticity of how these are meant to look. Sorry, Tim, it's not a criticism of you, not by any means, because I'm extremely pleased with these. It's just that I'll show you another reason why in a minute why I want to cut these off. I bought a couple of these, one the same length as this and one extended, because what I want to do is to, if I can keep this in shot, I want to put one of these on top of there, like that. I'm sure you can see that, but it doesn't fit on properly while the coupling hooks are still in situ, because it fouls on this, which you can just hopefully see. I'll try and lift it up without dropping it, which you can see. I'd have to cut the coupling hooks off and then fix it. What I'm going to look for today is some chains to chain these on to here, so it looks as though in real life, I assume in real life they would use chains to chain locomotives to lorries. This is too long for this standard trailer, as you can see. So I bought an extendable trailer to go with the lorry. So it goes to the full length of this. Is this in shot? So it goes to the full length of this, because it looks stupid overhanging like that. So they should be here next week. I may show you them, who knows. My plans are next week is to plan for our holiday in Italy, and possibly doing some lights in vehicles, which I'll show you. The last thing I wanted to show you is, because I'm building a diorama of a scrapyard. Now I'm assuming a scrapyard is a very, very muddy environment. I'm also building dirt tracks as well, and some of the wheels on the lorries on the dirt track and in the diorama, I assume, will have mud on them. And I found this. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant, this stuff. To create realistic looking mud. I've looked at a couple of videos on this before I purchased it, just to make sure it does what I wanted it to do. And it's absolutely brilliant. If you're thinking of putting any mud on your layout, whether it's a dirt track or scrapyard or whatever, where mud would be seen, have a look at this. Have a look at a couple of videos on YouTube to see whether or not this does what you're looking for. I think this cost me £10. The average price is 12, and it goes an awful long way. Okay, so that's it. If you don't see me when between now and when I go to Italy, it will be week commencing the 13th. Now, if all goes according to plan, the first video in week commencing the 13th of August, it will be to show you my shed and my plans. So, thanks very much for all your time. Bye for now.